What's going on, guys? My name is Myth, and welcome to a brand new series called Just a Little Tweak. In this series, I'll be going over replays with the first replay or two that was a very close but not completely successful 3-star, and then at the end, I'll show the final successful attack that was a 3-star and some of the improvements, changes, tweaks that got made in order to go from a high percentage non 3-star to a 100% 3-star. So that's the idea behind this series. If you guys like the idea, like the concept, like the name, let me know anything in the comments. I'm trying to get a feel for stuff, so let me know. All right, we're going to be starting off with Happy Gills here hitting Thorn, and as we watch this, I'm going to go over some good stuff, some bad stuff, and my thoughts on it. I was the one who eventually did the cleanup on this, so I can tell you what I saw and what I liked and didn't like. So he starts off here, and as you can see, he ran out of time, so that was one thing I kept in mind. He started with a minion on this cannon to take it out, so 2 camp space for a defense, total worth, so I like that idea and kept it. But the one thing about this is it did take a little bit of time, so with that 3 minute and running out of time, this was something I just kind of made a mental note of. Eventually, though, that cannon does go down to the minion, and then the minion, let's see, flies somewhere and dies. So down comes one golem and out comes a lava hound. So this being a fresh hit, completely unknown what's in the CC, and that's one of the things that you improve on greatly in follow-up hits, which I did, and I'll show you later. So Lava Hound comes out, drops a bunch of wizards on it, and the Lava Hound in and of itself is not dangerous. It exploding and all of the pups that it spawns are what's dangerous. So next he goes ahead and drops this quad quake here to try to get access to a lot of stuff. Pups everywhere doing lots of damage, stuff kind of dying. And his quakes, he had to beat through a wall there with his king and his Valks. So that was something, again, I took note of. Archer Queen walked in, shooting a couple buildings. There's a bomb, some skeleton traps, raged up the king. There's another bomb. So we got 2 bombs out of the way. Mental noted that. And at this point, everything in his kill squad is dead except for his queen. And it looks like, a wizard or 2. So in come the hogs from the left and from the right. Split them up. Heal spell on the right, heal spell on the left. And so the hog pathing was one thing that I didn't quite like too much. They worked kind of towards the center. They worked their way back. It wasn't a smooth, real motion. Tried to drop some cleanup troops down there, it looked like, but that didn't work. So some of these hogs, double back there, drops the final heal spell. We get to see what's in that compartment is just 3 little bombs, so nothing of note there. And his hogs finally path over the final double giant bomb. So we have all the bombs discovered. And like I said, some of it was due to the initial hog pathing, but there was just a lot of back and forth that I didn't like, and whatnot. So that's pretty all that's of value. Just drop some archers here and there. So we're just going to pause this here, and we're going to do the takeaway notes here that I got from this that led to my attack being successful. So the minion on the canyon was great. We kept that. We learned the 4 double giant bomb spots right there, 4 Teslas in the core, and then this empty spot right there with just a couple little bombs and a lava hound in the clan castle. So those were the big things that we could take away from this, and that was all that we really needed to know to make the attack successful. All right, here we are with the successful attack by myself, and we're just going to go through and watch it, and then as stuff happens, I'll explain what's going on and why I chose to do it. So again, we start with the minion on the bottom here, and it goes ahead and fires away at the cannon. And then while that's happening, I'm trying to do other stuff. So I drop my quakes here so that I get access from the exterior compartment all the way to both double giant bomb compartments. So nothing has to beat its way through the wall. Again, while the minion's still working on the cannon, I drop the giant to lure out the lava hound. Drop a couple archers over here out of the range of any defenses. The lava hound gets attracted over to them, and when he gets over there, drop 2 archers grouped up, and then the healer heals the 2 archers. Now for this to work, you cannot do just 1 archer. It has to be 2 archers at minimum. I did 3 just to be on the safe side in case something screwy happened. But that's a neat little trick for dealing with the Lava Hound. And for, let's see, 16, 17 troop space, it's occupied for the entire raid. So here come 2 golems down, doing a really, really wide funnel. Most of the time I wouldn't use so many wizards, but because I knew time was an issue, I brought some extra wizards. So as you can see, I get a full health golem and an almost dead one to head in. Quite a few Valkyries head in to trigger the bombs, and I knew there was 2 bombs there, so I dropped a heal spell. And then while everything is in the core being tanked and shot at, golems, king, whatever, I send the hogs in to make a nice counterclockwise path so that there's no doubling back. They continue to work their way through. Up there, I send in 4 hogs from the top in order to keep the hogs moving so that there's no doubling back. They keep going forward. Dropped another heal spell there to heal quite a few of them. The king pathed to the double giant bomb, I think it is, and triggered it. And now this is really important right here. My queen, I let her die. I could have popped the ability in, maybe gotten a little bit more defenses, maybe not. But by letting my queen die, I knew that she wouldn't be alive in order to trigger this Lava Hound more quickly once the cleanup started. Another key was on cleanup that I slightly zoomed out on, I apologize, is I saved 2 or 3 wizards for up here. And as soon as those hogs were cleared out a couple defenses, immediately dropped the cleanup wizards because I knew I was going to be close on time. So those are the things you got to like kind of multitask. Hey, if the hogs cleared out a path and there's no defenses, start the cleanup wizards. They keep working their way around. Hogs are going one way, cleanup wizards are going the other way. Eventually they meet up. The healers are still, single healer, excuse me, are still working on the archers there. And it finally pops. Had I only used 2 archers, I don't even think it would have popped, but it doesn't matter at this point. They finish off the DE storage for a successful attack. So just to recap the couple of changes that I made, I kept the minion on the canyon because I liked it. 2 troop space for 1 canyon, good trade. First hit, he didn't know that there was a Lava Hound in the CC. Second hit, I knew there was a Lava Hound in the CC, so I could deal with it more appropriately. And then the third big change that I made was I knew where all 4 bombs were, so I could successfully trigger all 4 bombs. So guys, the big thing I preach is if somebody gets like a pretty good percent, I generally go with like 80, 85% plus, somewhere in there. Stars really don't matter. As long as, you know, the major things are uncovered, if all the bombs are uncovered, if all the Teslas are uncovered, the CC, you know, as long as you get a complete picture of the base, make a few changes, keep some stuff that you liked, make a few changes, change some stuff that you didn't like, and then you'll get a successful attack. So I hope you guys like this. I'm going to try to do some more of these, just a small tweak video. If you like them, let me know in the comments. If you don't, you know, change it up. Let me know. I always appreciate your guys' feedback. Thanks you very much.